Don't worry though, something amazing's coming. Oh, I can see it using the sound file on the track in my video editor. Any second now. Okay, best moment in video games.
Distress, that's the way that I get things done. From now to depression, then I sleep too long and I hang around like a bomb. I think I'm going nowhere and that makes me nervous. Everybody's at the game, but I feel alright. Everybody's at the game, but I feel alright. Everybody's at the game, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me, but I feel alright. Everybody's at the game, but I feel alright.
Look, let's cut to the fucking chase, okay? Everybody knows I'm going to be the world's best professional wrestler eventually. Now, I've not started training, or exercising, or eating right. Fuck no. How can you start any of those things without a professional wrestler costume? That's why last week I asked for someone with experience and lots of spandex. Thank you to the many people who contacted me. Sorry I couldn't get back in touch with all of you. I have found someone, and they are putting together that costume. The one problem is it does require a lot of spandex. So I've had to go back to our friends at Kellogg's for another advertisement for Kellogg's Cornflakes featuring beloved corporate mascot, the Cornflake Homunculus. So, sorry about the intrusion, but here we go.
Crisp golden flakes of corn. Just a splash of milk. Why can't everything be as simple as Kellogg's cornflakes?
Put on your breathing masks and have a sick bucket ready, because it's time for the Jimquisition to peel back the flesh and show you exactly how much infected meat is quivering and bursting deep within the infected bowels of the esteemed PlayStation Store. While Valve's barely moderated approach to digital distribution and the problems inherent with such a total lack of oversight have been continually covered by yours truly, Sony's been doing a subtle job of emulating the PC distributor's approach. Over the course of several months, I've been keeping track of the PS4's digital library and digging out some of the most atrocious shit I've seen. You might find this difficult to believe, but as bad as Steam is, as so full of utter trash it may be, there are games on the PlayStation 4 that are actually way worse. They may not be as numerous yet, but the quality standards are so poor, they could make Steam look like a highly curated, well-moderated storefront. I'm not exaggerating. Come with me, won't you, as we tour the very bottom of the PlayStation barrel. If only for the fact that I need to share this shit on the biggest stage I have, otherwise I might just crack. There are things humankind was not meant to see. But when one human sees it, it's only kind to show it to everybody. It was Life of Black Tiger that first drew eyes to the PlayStation Store, specifically because Sony was actively promoting it despite how fucking terrible it looked to even the untrained eye. During a game event, no less, the official PlayStation YouTube channel revealed this monstrosity to the world, and quite frankly, people thought it was a joke. I mean, look at it. Look at this shit! Life of Black Tiger looked hilariously awful in trailer form, but to play it is to experience audiovisual hell at its most deliriously potent. It's so badly written that at one point it's accidentally racist. Like, I really don't think this bit here was intended to imply what it implies, but that's what happens when you have a game that also thinks this is an acceptable sentence. Or this. And that's to say nothing of the gameplay, which repeated a few simplified ideas and can't even get those fucking right because the controls are clumsier than Mr. Clumsy on a Sibian, and some levels are literally just wandering very slowly around an empty map while nothing fucking happens. Yet while many people simply laughed at the game and moved on with their lives, I just could not. I wasn't gonna ignore the call. Like, you're not gonna give Jim fucking Sterling's son the first shitty game breadcrumb and not expect him to follow the trail. I mean, I'm fat for one thing, of course I'm gonna fucking eat bread. But anyway, around the same time Life of Black Tiger erupted onto the store like pus from a boil, Skylight Free Range 2 Gashduin popped up to join it on the popular high-end game console that has Uncharted on it. This one, Sony also advertised. This is also on their YouTube channel, you can look at the trailer right now. And here it is, Skylight Free Range 2 Gashduin. It is, by the way, better than Life of Black Tiger, but only because it has some coherent sentences in it, and I'm fairly certain nobody's selling character models this fucking terrible, so there might actually be original art in this fucker. Anyway, with this game, I think somebody tried to make their own epic Mass Effect-style RPG series. And failed. Badly. I mean, quite badly indeed, fuck. Combat, as you can see, is a, well, disaster, since it's impossible to know what the fuck is going on with all the colours and lack of player feedback. The game seemed to think players would never turn the camera while their characters were walking, so this is what they look like from the side. The writing is, well, let's just say that this might actually be a case where some fiction is not a better love story than Twilight. But here's the real kicker. Skylight Free Range, a game that Sony itself actively promoted, was so bad it didn't even make the cut for Steam, failing to get enough votes on Greenlight. For reference, this was considered good enough for Steam, as was this pile of wank. They got through on Greenlight. Now just imagine that. A game that couldn't even get through the low barrier of entry for Steam. A game so horrible looking that people who voted for a dump in the fucking dark looked at it and thought, nah, this is shit. But behold, the power of PlayStation! Now you too can hurt your eyes and ears with a game so bad, Steam doesn't publish it. This piece of shit is free at the moment, but I bought it for $9.99. Yeah, that was its MSRP. I paid that.
Shall we play a game?
Bricks, or as I like to call it, Pricks, is a most interesting case indeed, since not only is it a really rubbish Brick Breaker game relying exclusively on anime tits to get sales, it's also an unusual instance of asset recycling on behalf of the developer S-Mobile, or as I like to call it, Smobile, because that's how it's spelled. After I played this particular morsel of vomitus, I had to see if the exploitative background art was taken from somewhere, and it turns out that yes, the artwork has been lifted, but from the very company responsible for Bricks. See, when it's not making really crap Arkanoid, Smobile produces PS4 background themes for sale in another part of the store, and that's all Bricks is, a series of Smobile's old PS4 themes with a lazy rip-off arcade game overlaid. How much would you pay for something that tantalising? How about $13.99, cause that's what it costs. The less said about Spear of Destiny the better, but here it is, perhaps the most amazing PS4 exclusive since Horizon Zero Dawn. 1% Dark Souls and 99% cum. Spear of Destiny is so broken I'm not even sure it's possible to play for more than 10 minutes, let alone beat, due to the ludicrous enemy damage and arcane control scheme. Also, they never coded in water physics, go figure. $16.99. Horse Racing 2016, which arrived on PS4 in 2017, makes full use of the system specs and looks especially amazing on the PS4 Pro, where every sharp corner of those richly undetailed horses oozes with brown on a 4K TV. This game's a real treat because it's unwinnable, well, until the game decides to let you win. It supplies you with horses that aren't fast or durable enough to beat the CPU horses, but you progress whether you win or lose. After a while, the game gives you a horse that trashes the competition, but only for several races before the CPU horses outclass it again. Oh, and it's originally an Android game. A free Android game. It costs $12.99 on PS4. Thank you! Some classic guff from Steam itself has of course made the console jump too, most notably the horrifying Firefighters The Simulation. One of those bare-bones, barely functional simulator games, Firefighters is notable for a diverse cast of a creepy dude and his sad clone brothers, as well as looking like the digital equivalent of a dried-out foreskin glued to Mitch McConnell's top lip. On Steam, it already costs too much at $14.99. The PS4 price? An MSRP of $29.99, my fucking god! Speaking of crap simulators, here's Deer Simulator, which I downloaded just recently to see if it was as dreadful as it sounded, only to learn it was considerably worse. This one simply does not work. The only gameplay consists of charging into wolves to scare them, or into other deers to establish dominance. Despite that being the only real gameplay, the alleged developers still fucked up, since you turn around like a lift truck and 9 times out of 10, your deer just gets stuck to the ground, or depletes an unseen stamina bar that never seems to properly replenish. For $4.99 on Steam, you could play Deer Hunt Legends, a crap game about deers, but one that at least works, for double that price. $9.99, you can buy Deer Simulator. Another notorious one here, 5-star 1000 top rated, is one Sony actually removed from the PS Store, but only temporarily and not because it was random photographs chopped up into the laziest and most visually ill-planned tile-sliding game of them all. No, it was removed, incidentally after I brought it to the world's attention, because it was advertising itself on Sony's network explicitly as a way to unlock a platinum trophy really fast. That, and its title, is an embarrassing attempt at search engine optimization. As far as games advertising themselves based on achievements, well, we'll be looking at a whole underbelly of that soon. Still, this one only launched for $1, making it the outlier price-wise. And still the only one Sony acknowledged. And the one Sony took down. Quite why this past year or so has seen Sony's standards slowly and steadily resemble Valve's remains a mystery. Nobody involved with the company will talk about it, or even acknowledge it. Hell, Sony still hasn't explained why it promoted Life of Black Tiger, as if there's some deep dark secret concerning these games that the general public mustn't know. I tried asking my usual Sony PR rep, and got stony silence in response. I tried asking Sony Worldwide Studio head Shuhei Yoshida, and got the cold shoulder, and that guy normally responds to anything I say. I dug deeper, contacted Sony's Senior Director of Third-Party Production and Developer Relations, but still no word, and I'm utterly baffled since I'm not even that mad. I'm just curious and stunned at some of the utter garbage Sony's accepted, but their silence and their refusal to acknowledge just Life of Black Tiger, just that one, a game they still advertise on their channel, has turned this from a curiosity to an obsession for me. We ran this situation by some analysts to get some insight on the whole problem. One suggested Sony simply doesn't care because this isn't an important issue to anybody. We processed that analysis with dignity and introspection. The closest I ever got to an answer came from an insider who wished to be kept anonymous, and even then I couldn't really verify it. According to them, games get approved after a $50 to $60 admission fee is paid, but to get to even that stage, the developer of said game has to already know someone high up on Sony's food chain. Very much a who-you-know situation. To get to the PS YouTube channel, you have to agree to some other undisclosed rules, in addition to keeping absolutely quiet about said rules. Whether there is truth to this, I do not know, but where Sony commits to silence, it's all I have to fill the blanks. Aside from the obvious, the fact that everybody wants to copy the App Store. They'll deny it, everyone denies it, nobody says they want to have this shitty Wild West mobile market, but they've all seen the money Apple makes, they all fucking want it. Now, I'm not really a user of recommended queues and algorithms telling me what to buy. I've always been a browser. I dive into the full new release library rather than stick to whatever was hyped enough to make the front page. Some suggest I go digging for this shit, but you don't have to dig when it's not even buried, when it's just sitting there next to the other games like it's not a tremendous waste of fucking cash. As such, I very easily witness this shit. I don't have to go looking at it, it's all there, clogging up the system, pushing down better made games and charging obscene amounts of money for something that you'd normally see for 99 cents on PC. That's the other rub. Because this is the console space and quality is more readily tied to price than on PC, developers seem to feel obliged to charge upwards of $10 and sometimes charge more than their computer counterparts. And of course it's worth pointing out that other systems aren't smelling of roses. The Xbox One has its share of dreck, and some of the games featured here, notably Horse Racing 2016, are also available on Microsoft's system. But when it comes to Steamification, nobody is doing a better job of filling their console with cold piss than the folks from Minato Tokyo. This has not been a comprehensive tour, as the PlayStation Store is filled with junk and I'm still picking through it as I speak. Regardless though, I offer today's video not to wave a pitchfork or anything anything, but to warn you that if you think Steam's bad, it may be a harbinger of things to come. Just be ready for it, and remember that it was me who told you so. Let us not forget, early access games have come to console already, and then there was that inexcusable console release for 7 Days to Die. There remains a clear exclusivity on PS4, but what's also clear is said exclusivity has not been tied to game quality in the least. However it is that sludge like Black Tiger or Skylight Free Range are getting onto consoles, they're getting there for literally any other reason than the games being even so much as borderline acceptable. The obligatory high price tag affixed to these unacceptable, often barely functional games adds insult to an injury that just got done being insulted. PlayStation standards are so high it won't allow the same breadth of Fallout 4 and Skyrim mods enjoyed on the Xbox One. Sony is so above its competition that it won't join Microsoft and Nintendo in cross-platform console play, and yet this is perfectly fine. This is okay. This, dear friends, is the power of fucking PlayStation.
This fantastic ancient world has been invaded by powerful enemies who rule in the dark. Centuries have passed since Lords defeated them with the Spear of Destiny.
Of course, Sony's in that awkward position Steam's been in, where you don't want to be so exclusive that potentially great games don't get a look in, but you don't want to open up the sluice gates so much that shit from unprofessional weirdos starts gunking up the whole system. It's a weird situation, especially online, where quality control and censorship are often irrationally conflated, and nobody wants to look like the authoritarian. We talked about this with Unity last week. We've talked about this with Valve before. Everybody seems to think that having some quality control is exactly the same thing as running your online ecosystem like a police state. And it's not. It's actually not bad to have a few standards, especially when you're selling games like Life of Black Tiger for a tenner. Like, come the fuck on. But like I said, I've been more puzzled than mad. I'm not out here to be angry and furious and shake my fist at this, just more look at Sony and say, like, are you on drugs? Because I've been asking that for a while now, and if the answer is yes, like, can I have some? Because, I mean, looking at what you've greenlit, ostensibly, it's some fucking great shit. It'd be enough to make even me thank God for me. Oh shit, I've said that. I guess that's the end of the show now. Fuck.
Everybody's thinking about me.
What up YouTube, it's your number one kiss boy Jim Sterling here with another life hack for ya. Lobster claws. People love them. I got these from Archie McPhee's in Seattle, I'm sure you can get them online. Girls find you very fashionable and attractive if you have lobster claws. When I had them on the Jimquisition, people couldn't stop talking about them. They're a big hit. People love them, you look tough. Who's gonna try and mug you at a subway station if you've got these bad boys? They'll go, oops, no, he's gonna pinch my nipples, and I will. Oh yes, I will. Don't try and mug me. I'll pinch your nips, son. Pinch 'em! You pinch your own as well.